Hey everybody, it's ShadowStar here for another Doctor Who review. This time it's The Legend of Ruby Sunday, part 1 of the finale, and it's definitely a part 1, if you know what I mean. It's got a lot of build-up, but everything is just pure build-up. It's just throwing things at us and saying, here's a thing, be suspicious of it. I mean, it's basically, let's just get all the cool characters in here, have a few nice scenes, and then have a shit ton of build-up. But people have been comparing it to a lot of other part 1s, and they feel way more action-packed than this. Still, it's still an alright episode, but it's definitely one that hinges on its part 2. But I'm still going to review it as a part 1 anyway. So, we waste no time in going straight to Unit and wanting to investigate Susan Twist. So, we're finally going to investigate her, and what exactly is happening with her? Turns out she's some person who's a tech billionaire, and all that is just foreshadowing for the villain, I think. Was Susan popping up everywhere just for that? That being said, I love the fact that Russell is screwing with the audience. He put those anagrams in there, knowing we would twist it and say it's TARDIS technology. He put Susan Twist everywhere, knowing we would say, aha, Susan, as in the granddaughter, and even the Doctor brings it up. But even then, the fans were able to predict the villain of this season by an anagram, just like they do in the episode. So, well done to the fans for predicting everything. But we've got all the Unit players here. Kate's here once again. It's great to see her back. We've got another brand new Unit scientific advisor. What the hell happened to Shirley? I liked her. Where is she? Why have we got this new kid when we could be having Shirley? I don't know. Rose, as in Rose Noble, is here, and she didn't really do anything. Maybe she'll have more cool scenes in the next episode, but like, she's here, she says hello, she gets a small little scene saying hello to Ruby, but that's about it. Like, that's the one problem with having a lot of characters. She didn't get to do anything. Mel's here, and I like that Mel actually get to spend some time with the Doctor, you know? Because let's face it, Mel didn't do much in the Giggle, so it's nice that she's here having a few good scenes. There was this one good scene where the Doctor gets a bit emotional. That's at least a good scene. But otherwise, it's nice that she gets to be here, because it felt like she wasn't doing much in the Giggle, so I'm glad that Mel is here. Kate, I think, has some of her best scenes. She's on fire leading Unit, really taking charge. There was this one moment where, like, you know, the Doctor tells Ruby to go back to the time window, and Kate's like, you do not question anything. Kate is in charge in this episode, but she also gets some really nice scenes. Scenes we've been wanting to see from Kate that she hasn't had in a while. Scenes like when she's talking with the Doctor about the Brigadier, talking with the fact that, you know, she used to tell stories about the Doctor, and, you know, talking about the existence of Susan. Also adding a layer of mystery to Susan's very existence. But still, that was a nice scene, so I'm glad that was there. Mrs. Flood is back, and although she didn't do anything in 73 Yards, she does do something here. She becomes ominous and actually knows about the oncoming villain. Will she be playing more, or is she just a character who just knows things? Like, is she not connected and she just knows things? But yeah, there's a lot of foreshadowing. There's even little connections to the Beast from the Satan Pit. Because, well, one, Ruby's mother mentions the Beast. 2, the music that plays has some moments where it's got that climactic music from the Satan Pit. And 3, for those who don't remember, the voice of the Beast from the Satan Pit was the voice way back in the day of Sutek, and is a voice once again. The fact that they brought back the same voice actor again. Doctor Who really loves to bring back long-standing actors. Kudos to the cast. I mean, it reminds me of in The Empress of Mars, where Alpha Centauri has the same voice actress from years ago. And now Sutek has the same voice actor from years ago, and he's like 90 years old and is also the voice of the Beast. So I wonder if there's a connection. I mean, the Beast could be one of these outer world characters like the Maestro and the Toymaker. And obviously we name drop all those and a few others, including like the Mara and the Trickster. So I guess they're one of the pantheon of outer world characters or whatever you want to call them, which, I mean, we all kind of predicted the Trickster would be. I like that Russell's basically said, oh, all these characters who we've already seen in past episodes, yeah, they're part of this. They make sense to be part of this because they're kind of extra-dimensional creatures, so why not? But yeah, and then obviously we get the scene. The one part I felt that dragged on a tiny bit was the scene in the time window. I felt like that dragged on a tiny bit because, like a lot of people are saying, this is a part one and everything is just build up. And speaking of, obviously we delve into the mystery of Ruby's mother. And a lot of people are saying, oh, is Ruby's mother a villain? Is she actually Sutek? I'm saying it the other way around. I think Ruby's mother is a force of good. I don't know what she is, but I think she's a counter-opposite to Sutek, or a counter-opposite to these outer world beings. The way she's mysterious, but think of this. Go back to the Devil's Court. There's that one bit where it's snowing when the Maestro is attacking Ruby, and Maestro says, what are you? And as if Maestro can't quite attack Ruby because of the mystery surrounding her. What if that foreshadowing in the snow is the reason? What if it just the fact that Sutek has been recurring and he's a force for evil? What if Ruby's mother, and therefore Ruby, is a force for good, and that's going to be the key to stopping him? I think Ruby, because of her mother, will be the key to stopping Sutek. I could be completely wrong, but everyone's got their own crazy theories, so what if this is my theory? What if Ruby is because they like having their companions be they like having the companions be the ones who help stop and save the day. So what if this whole mystery is that? What if she's a force for good? She's not evil, and there's something going on. Also, people were quick to point out, multiple people pointed out, there's one moment, and it could be pure coincidence, where they say the CCTV camera for the church was 66 meters away, better known as 73 yards. I'm just saying. But also, with Ruby being this, if Ruby is this way more special person than we think she is, could also explain why the woman from 73 yards is so scary. Or maybe it's just a connection. But either way, there's a lot going into this. People are going to build their theories. I like the fact that Russell wants to just bring back really old villains. And it'll be interesting to see how they tie Sutek in, with the fact that he's a villain from way back in the day. The fact that they're bringing back old villains like the Toymaker and Sutek is just wonderful. Rather than just having a Dalek or anything else. But anyway, it's hard to really think about how I feel about this episode. It's all build up, it's all get your theories ready, it's all of that. It's nice to see Mel here, so that was a good scene. It's nice to see Kate here, that was a good scene. Rose didn't do anything. I don't care for the scientific advisor kid. I know some people do, I don't. So I don't know. All I can say is we're interested to see what'll happen in the next episode. Also, I can't believe the season's almost already over. God, that's the one painful part about these really super short seasons. But oh well, I guess. Anyway, I suppose that's it. It's hard to really judge my feelings. I mean, I enjoyed the episode on first watch, but it's just a lot of case of where's this going? What does this mean? We're just being led through hoops to say, aha, it's this thing. No, it's this thing. No, it's this thing, It's just subverting our expectations, but a lot of us already guessed Sutek anyway, not me, but I don't like to delve too into things, and I don't watch trailers or try not to look too hard at promo images, but yeah. Anyway, that's about it. They call it The Legend of Ruby Sunday, but it felt like it was, I guess I had to think of an episode title of something, and I can't remember what the next week's title is, but oh well. Anyway, I will see you next week for the finale of Doctor Who and other things as well. See you next time, guys.